This is the Big Machine, Cody Hawkins, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Welcome everyone to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm WB Boudreaux, and this is going to be my Monday Night Raw review for the week of May 21st, 2012. And of course, we're going to start with the immediate fallout from what happened with John Cena, John Laurinaitis, and the Big Show. With John Cena coming out, you know, he's ranting, he's raving, he's pissed off about everything that happened, you know, between him, the Big Show, and his match with John Laurinaitis. And it kind of went the way I thought it was going to go, you know, especially with the video I posted up earlier yesterday about my thoughts on Laurinaitis' possible injuries. Laurinaitis was going to come out here and act the way he was going to act. And then we get the Big Show, and, you know, Southern Man actually, on his review, said that Big Show got a positive reaction at Over the Limit from when he punched John Cena. However, on Monday Night Raw, not so positive reaction, and I think the punch and the combination of Big Show's involvement in this segment with Laurinaitis and Cena served its purpose for him to turn heel. I guess maybe it was possible. I guess it was time for him to turn heel. I personally think he's more effective as a heel. You know, he does make a pretty good face. He does play as a pretty good face for a guy that's 7'4", 400 pounds. But he's more effective as the heel, and he's done, I believe, a lot better job as a heel than as a face. He's been used more effectively, is what I should say. So they pretty much, you know, it served its purpose, you know, for them to. For the fans to turn on the Big Show and to start booing him. So now Big Show is now technically a heel. And then we have David Otunga come out. Why? I don't know. Apparently he had Jennifer Hudson either oil him up with her special oil or something like that. And apparently he thought that made him cool enough to come out and take on John Cena. So that was our opening match, John Cena versus David Otunga. And it went the same route as all the David Otunga versus John Cena matches have gone. David Otunga gets his butt handed to him. Cena puts on the STF. David Otunga taps out. And then we had Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, the Black John Cena. We also had Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins come out, and then they start ganging up on Cena. And, of course, David Otunga joins in on the fray. And then Laurinaitis gets on the microphone and says, you know, I didn't give you permission. And then Sheamus runs out and to do a save and saves Cena. So now we have a main event set up for later on the night. We have Sheamus and John Cena taking on 3 mystery opponents in a handicap match. So I'm going to give the opening segment and this opening match a combined score of 4 out of 5. I'm really going to... Predictable, yes, you know, but it was executed the way it should have been. You know, it served its purpose. You know, fans are realizing now Big Show is a heel. You know, he punched John Cena last night. At Over the Limit, and it was Tuesday, by the way, since I'm recording this. He punched John Cena Sunday night at Over the Limit. He got a positive reaction, which was the opposite of what a heel is supposed to get. A heel is not supposed to get a positive reaction. A heel is supposed to get a negative reaction, and on Monday night, he got the negative reaction. So now he is cemented as a heel. And, of course, David Otunga, of course, always getting his butt whooped. And then, of course, the involvement of Kurt Hawkins, Tyler Rex, Darren Young, the Black John Cena, and Titus O'Neil, in combination with the run-in of Sheamus, that I didn't see coming. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. The next segment, I really don't know why. I guess maybe comedic purposes, really, is what it was supposed to serve. It was Ricardo Rodriguez. He was fixing the intro, Alberto Del Rio, as usual, and then Santino comes out and apparently gets on Ricardo Rodriguez's case for not rolling his R's like a true Spanish person is supposed to. Something like that. And of course, one thing led to another, and then the Cobra came out and got Ricardo, and then we had Santino's version of his intro for Alberto Del Rio, and with a long roll of the R with something like that. I can't do it like they can, so it was just, I guess it was supposed to have served its purpose, with Santino, comic relief, and, provided some comedy, but for the opening of Alberto Del Rio and Randy Orton, which was a really, really good match. And what I didn't see coming, well, probably I should have seen coming if I would have watched Over the Limit, but I didn't. I couldn't order the pay-per-view. Was the involvement of Chris Jericho. I thought Chris Jericho might have been done for the summer, after Over the Limit. I thought he would have been done, finito. He would have, packed up and went with his band, Fozzy, for the summer, for their summer tour. But apparently, not. Apparently, what it looks like we got now, and I'm really interested to see this, is the start of a Chris Jericho Randy Orton feud. One of these days, hopefully soon, I can talk to GCW star Nick Bondage, because we had him on Skype. Me, Ashley, Andy, Chris Master One, and Nathan, and we all had Nick Bondage on Skype, and apparently he's got some disparaging remarks when it comes to Chris Jericho. Apparently he is not impressed at all with Chris Jericho. So hopefully maybe one time I can try to talk to him and see if I can get him to at least come on via Skype and have him express his opinions when it comes to Chris Jericho. So hopefully we can see that pretty soon. But in the meantime, the matchup and the run-in, I'm going to give it for Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed the match. I thought it was a good match, and the start of a Randy Orton Chris Jericho feud has really got me intrigued. It's really got me intrigued. Then next up we have Daniel Bryan, who's coming out to cut a promo about the controversial finish to their match last night, which Sunday night rather, which I heard was very, very epic, and now I really wish I would have ordered the pay-per-view. But from the way it looked like, the pinfall happened before the tap out, and then next thing you know, we have CM Punk come out reminding everybody of what Daniel Bryan did to him on Friday Night SmackDown involving Kane. And then next thing you know, we have a match between Kane and Daniel Bryan. And of course, what made it even better was the fact that they had CM Punk on commentary. And we all know how good CM Punk is when it comes to his microphone ability. So it was a good match, and then of course the finish was somewhat similar to what we saw on Friday Night SmackDown, except the roles were reversed. There was no hitting of the chair until Kane turned around and CM Punk handed the chair to Daniel Bryan. Kane saw Daniel Bryan with the chair. Daniel Bryan looked like he was about to pee his trousers. Threw the chair down, said, no, it wasn't me, and Kane goes berserk and proceeds to give him the exact same beatdown that he gave to CM Punk on Friday Night SmackDown. I'm getting the inkling feeling, guys. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not, but it's just a feeling that I have. Do you guys believe, this is what I think. I think that, as epic as Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk was, and I wish, if I can get the opportunity to watch it, whether like on a replay or something, or when the DVD comes out for Over the Limit, I'm definitely going to pick it up just so I can see that match. With as much involvement as Kane has been in between these two, are we seeing a possible triple threat WWE Championship match coming up in the near future? It's possible. Why else would they be involving Kane so much between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan if they weren't going to really use him in a WWE Championship type scenario. You know, I could be wrong, but you know, it's just the feeling that I get. It's just the feeling that I get. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but as far as, you know, everything with Daniel Bryan and Kane goes, I thought it was funny, hilarious, and the fact that CM Punk was on commentary really sold it for me. 4 out of 5. A lot of 4 out of 5s on this Monday Night Raw. Maybe that tells you that they're doing something good for once. Then we have Christian and Jinder Mahal. And I was really shocked on a couple of things. One, Christian's face now. Apparently that happened at the pay-per-view. And he is, of course, the Intercontinental Champion. And apparently he switched up his finishes. Usually his finish is the kill switch. You know, he does a frog splash, then he goes to the kill switch for the finish. However, on this match, he kind of reversed it. He kind of reversed the fact he did the quick kill switch first, and then he did the frog splash. By the way, guys, when I finish my review, there's something I want to really touch on involving Laurinaitis and what he said in the opening segment. I just now thought about it, and I will get to it as soon as I finish the review. But I thought it was an okay match between Christian and Jinder, or Jobber Mahal. Well, I say Jobber Mahal because on Raw, all he does is job. On Superstars, different story. As far as this match goes, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5. I thought it was average. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was spectacular either. Then next up we had Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly. It's Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly for like the umpteenth time. Not that I don't mind seeing Kelly Kelly, but come on, give her some wrestling ability. It's a Divas match on Monday Night Raw. Did you expect it to go good? I didn't. The only reason it's getting a 3 out of 5 is because I get to see Kelly Kelly in that scantily clad ring gear that she likes to come out in. Kelly Kelly should pose for Playboy. I would pick up that one and actually, well, I wouldn't show it on here because I would get in a lot of trouble. But anyway, I'd be proud to have that copy. So next up we have the main event. It's John Cena and Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, and apparently now drop the Lord out of the name because now it's just Tensai. Or as I affectionately call him, Prince Albert 2.0. Couple of things I want to note here. This was, you know, a lumberjack match, but the lumberjacks were like all the heels in the company in a sense. You know, we had all the, even Drew McIntyre was out there. Drew McIntyre getting FaceTime on Monday Night Raw. Shocker. Anyway, I thought it was a decent main event match. At one point, I didn't see where it happened. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but apparently Tensai got cut open, like right between the eyes. His blood was dripping down his nose. I didn't see where spot that it happened because next thing you know, I'm looking at one thing and then they pan over to Tensai. He's bleeding. The matchup gets thrown out because, you know, the lumberjacks get involved, and then next thing you know, we have all the faces of the company run in, and we got a big melee going in the ring. John Cena comes out. He's running around. He's looking for Big Show. He confronts Laurinaitis about Big Show. Laurinaitis reminds him that if Cena touches him, he's fired. And then next thing you know, cluck, down goes Cena. And that's pretty much how they end the show. Great main event match. It's gonna get a perfect 5 out of 5 for me, just for all the action and the entertainment. Now, one thing I want to mention here is what I talked about with Laurinaitis is they flopped the storyline. Big Show came out on the opening segment and said that he got hired Saturday night and then interfered in the match with Cena and Laurinaitis, where the decree was if any superstar interferes in the match, they'll be immediately terminated. So they're saying in the storyline that Big Show was hired Saturday night. So if he interfered in the match on Sunday night, wouldn't that technically mean he was supposed to get fired? Good job, WWE, on screwing up your storylines. Good job. Thumbs up. Way to go. You did a wonderful job. So, with that being said, I would like to know what you, the WGS-TV viewers and subscribers, have to say about Monday Night Raw this week. Don't be sure you put your comments in the comment section below or in a video response. I look forward to hear what you guys have to say. Don't forget, if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, be sure you check out my FormSpring page, formspring.me/TheWrestleGamer. And don't forget to like and favorite this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.
GCW, Gulf Coast Wrestling, where the bad boys play.
Gulf Coast Wrestling of Louisiana proudly presents Ring of Fire at the New Iberia City Park Rec Center in New Iberia, Louisiana, Friday, June 22nd. And Cajun Carnage at the American Legion Hall in Abbeville, Louisiana, Saturday, June 23rd. Come out and watch your GCW superstars put it all on the line as we bring the most intense, most high-impact wrestling that we have to offer. Those on the card, Kid Crash, as well as the one and only Green Man, Ronald A. Mikey Boudreaux, Flip Wolfman Jackson. Another on the line here is the Big Mother Trucker himself, Trucker Jones, Big John Steele, the GCW Abbeville Tag Team Champions, High Definition, as well as the heavyweight champion, The Rocket. Also featuring former WWE superstar and diva, the female fighting phenom Jazz, and Red Dog Rodney Mack. That's right, folks. Come out to Abbeville and New Iberia, June 22nd and 23rd, as we bring you some of the most intense wrestling here in South Louisiana. Now, tickets are on sale in both locations. For the Iberia show, GCW-GulfCoastWrestling.com, and click the tickets icon. And for the Abbeville show, call 772-8010, 517-6548, and 517-0823. Once again, folks, this is a double weekend, Friday and Saturday, June 22nd and 23rd, New Iberia and Abbeville. Ring of Fire, Cajun Carnage. You do not want to miss this, folks. You have every opportunity, so get your tickets now. This is action.